What's good, everyone? It's Chambers from chambersbeats.com, and today I'm just going to show you a small trick that you can do to make your samples more interesting. So this is not a melody or chord tutorial or how to put effects on your samples, but this is different. And maybe some of you know it, but it's definitely something that can add more texture to your samples. And basically, it's just you're adding in outside spaces or like white noise, stuff like that. So say it's raining outside one day, you just go outside with your iPhone or whatever phone you have, you get your voice memo app and just record the rain. Then you bring that into your DAW and put it on top of the sample and put some effects on it, and it could really add a whole nother layer to the sample. It's really a simple concept, but it can make that much of a difference. I've even recorded my laundry machine before and just put it right on top. And what you can do is record different spaces in different environments and keep them in a folder that you could just add into your project anytime you want. So for example, in my browser, I have a whole folder for spaces. For example, I recorded a fan, I recorded just general nature outside, rain. I took a sample from a real vinyl record player. So today I have a sample that I made before with my Prophet synthesizer, and we're going to use this trick on the sample. So here it is. So you can already hear it has that vinyl texture to it. And now we're going to add that by adding a space. So like I was saying before, if it's just raining outside, go outside and record it. I did it for this. I'm going to drag it in. And then obviously when you begin and end the recording, you're going to have like the noise of your finger tapping the screen. So I just cut that out. Make sure it's just the space. And of course, we're not just going to put it on like that. We have to do some effect techniques on it. So I'm going to put it into the mixer. And now the first thing you want to do is control the sound. So I'm going to start with an EQ and a compressor. And then we're going to add effects like reverb or chorus, stuff like that. So first thing, an EQ. I'll just grab the basic parametric EQ2. Grab the last band. Make it a steep 8. Meaning that it's a steep shelf right here. Because we don't need any of that low end to clash with anything. So just cut it out. I'll go up to the third band, and then we also want to keep that sampled feel. So I'm going to do the same thing on the last band over here, the treble, and slowly give it a low pass filter. So now it has more of a radio effect like it's sampled. Let's just tighten it up. And I'm making sure that I'm not cutting it out so much that I can't even hear the rain or anything. Then just to be safe, I like to take it to the EQ over here and just cut frequencies just to further enhance. Now I'm going to take the fruity compressor. And now I'm just going to squash it like crazy. So I'll put the ratio up to like 10:1. Quick attack because we want it to grab it. Quick release because we're really grabbing onto it. Then I'm going to put the type on vintage. And you see the level is all the way down here, peaking at like negative 34 dB. So it would not make sense to put the threshold at like negative 20 because then you're not capturing any of the signal. So pay attention to that. I'm going to go all the way back to about 38, maybe negative 40. So we make sure that we're capturing the signal and compressing it. Then I'm going to add some gain. So what we did, we cut out all the frequencies we don't want, then compressed it. Now we could do the fun stuff. I'm going to grab Little Micro Shift from Sound Toys. And in case you don't have a plugin like this and you want to stay stock, you could always grab Fruity Chorus. But with Micro Shift, I'm going to put it on the third option and lower the mix level. Further enhance that by adding more stereo separation. Now I'm going to add Valhalla Vintage Verb, low cut at about 500 Hertz. Put the high cut at about 6K. Add some attack, add some pre-delay, and lower the mix level. So here's before. It's dry, it's harsh. Now it's more smooth and with more effects. So now let's put that with the sample and lower the volume. And you see, like, you know it's there, but you also feel like it's a part of the sound. It's just that subtle, but it makes it that much more interesting. So here's before, now after. It's just a cool element of white noise to add. That's just a small trick that you can add when you're making loops to make them more interesting. Thank you all for watching the video. Go outside, record some spaces, and I'll see you in the next one.